Welcome day back to 46. I don't know how I would do that with one hand. And I don't know why I sometimes do that with one hand. Alright, there we go. Yeah, when I was out of college, someone had a Red Bull. I never had maybe I tasted it before, but I never had one. And, I realized that on the open tab, instead of just a circle, there's actually a bowl, which is really funny to me because I never noticed it, because I never had a Red Bull. So that was really interesting. Also, in a matter of a few hours, I'll have my doctor's appointment and see what we're gonna do about transitioning. So I hope it happens because I think it would be really nice. So I really want that to happen. Also, my ear might be infected, but hopefully that's not too bad. Yeah, I mentioned it to other people before, but I'd be so mad if I get COVID right now because I haven't done anything. I'd be mad. But yeah, I woke up yesterday. I woke up yesterday with my left ear hurting really badly. I poked around the tragus area, which is where my piercing is, the tragus, the little triangle. And I poked it, and it hurt so bad. I felt queasy from how bad it hurt. I was like, where did this come from? So apparently people with allergies can get ear infections a lot. So I need to talk to my doctor not only about being trans, but maybe having an ear infection, because that's really annoying and it hurts. So I don't know how or what it comes from, but that's annoying, and I don't want just an extra thing I have to bother with. Yeah, in my Animal Crossing game on Christmas, I opened it up, and it said a letter from myself to myself in the future, and it was pretty much saying hey, how's it going? And I remember the pandemic just started, lockdown, and I got Animal Crossing the week it came out, And I remember writing that letter and asking, like, hey, how's your transition? How's being trans? How's everything else? And I just remember writing that, and I didn't know when I would come in. I knew it was soon, but I didn't know when. I thought it was earlier in December, but it must have been directly on Christmas. So when I opened it to have that letter there, it was really interesting because it wasn't really anything. It wasn't like emotional, but it was like, right, you know, my transition and everything, and having my doctor's appointment be today was really, really interesting to have, you know, be that way, to have it line up very close to when I had my doctor's appointment, and realizing, yes, this isn't something that I just think about sometimes. It's something I think about a lot. This is something I wanted for over 9 months now, that I've been debating how and when to do it. So just to have it happen, like a conversation with my doctor. I had a conversation previously with a different doctor, but this doctor that I think is going to be moving up in through my transition with me is very, very important to me. And to have this like big thing that my mother does it too, where it's like, oh well, maybe I shouldn't go to the doctor with this particular thing. So like previously with an ear infection, I might have just not have said anything, but I'm learning to go, no. If I'm in pain, if something's bothering me, reach out. So I need to be true with that and actually do it, because I have a lot of that, like my ear infection, or I think most likely an ear infection, with being trans, with other things, and I'm just like, I need to reach out and be able to say these things to a doctor, so I'm not just suffering, you know. And it's something that you need to, I and my mom, but I need to work on, because I am not one of those people that, in a weird way, a smaller, minor thing I can handle better than something really big. If I cut my finger, I can handle it way more if I cut my finger with one big stitches. You know what I'm saying? It's like that next level of not knowing what to do is something that I don't know. Yeah, I need to quickly go to bed because I need to be up for my phone call with my doctor. So I need to go. I want to go to bed, you know. Also imagine being able to afford a house. Imagine being able to afford a house with a pool. Imagine being able to afford a house, a pool, and a Tesla. Imagine being able to afford a house with a pool, with a Tesla, and also be your own boss. Imagine all of those things, plus being in LA. Wish that were me. Wish that were me. I'm only halfway there. The clock on top. I guess for you guys it would be here. Yeah. My shoulder is cracked, so that's fun. My back hurts, dude. Standing here, not fun. I just noticed I was counting down with him. I didn't mean to, that was just very much the countdown that Ethan gave Mark until he turned on the machine. Yeah, watching Mark's recent videos, we realized he put his earring back in, which I have a lot as a pierced person. I have a lot to say about their piercing video and how, especially Mark reacted to the criticism people gave him. Like, but anyways, with that, I'm like, did he just re-pierce his ear? Because there's no way that hole is still open. Like, just no way. So, like, he must have re-pierced his ear to get it back in his ear. And then he still did things that people said not to do, like put a hoop in it, because it's not ideal, because it's heavier. Like, these guys up here, they aren't the original things that pierce with. None of them are. Yeah, none of them are. See, that's if I like really push it against my lip. When it sits regularly, you know, a little bit. My eyebrow needs to go out one, but that's really old, so I'm not surprised if it's leaving. But like these, you don't pierce them with circles because A, they can snag, and B, they're heavier. So like, you don't want that. And especially with these, you don't want it curved. But with these, the low piercing, it's not curved. But it just like, and he pierced himself again in the middle of a pandemic. So if that got infected, you'd have to go to the doctor, which is a big risk. That's why I'm not doing anything like getting piercing during a pandemic. You don't do that. It's just, you shouldn't. It's not ideal. Okay. Yeah. Good night.